What's up, everybody? Aloha. Gosh, long time no see. Long time no see. Oh, guys, you're not gonna believe this. Welcome. This is a live Q&A. So get your questions ready. I'm ready to answer them. Let's go. Sorry for the delay. You're not gonna believe what had happened. You're not gonna believe what had happened, man. I just everything all set up, ready to go. I get my stuff all ready, and I dropped my whole cup of water onto the power strip that has all of my plugs for my computer, my sound, everything. Ah, I, I, and that was like 3 minutes before the show started. So Patsy had to go dig through our stuff, and she found one other power strip. So I'm back in action. I hope you guys can hear me and see me. Can you guys hear me okay and see me? Give me a thumbs up or something in the comments. Let me know. What? That's a horrible way to, it's been a while since I went live, and maybe that's the problem. Maybe I gotta do this more often so I stay in shape, in podcasting shape. But anyway, we'll get. You guys can hear me okay? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up, please, or say something in the comments. Or oh my God, that's not a good way to start it up. So I see a couple of you guys on, and let me know. Somebody put hi, or I see a couple of comments in here. Um, Tyson, what's up, man? Darson, what's happening? Of course, my lovely wife. I'm assuming the three hearts means that she can hear me. So, because nobody else is. Okay, I got it. Kim, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So let's get this thing started. Okay, we'll start them off with the first question. Boxers or briefs? The voting public wants to know. I use briefs. I use briefs. All right. Feel free to put in the comments what you use, Tyson. Loud and clear. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate you guys. All right. So it is a Q&A. It is a Q. We'll talk story, but it is a Q&A. So Tyson, I cannot. Uh, so for tonight, because we get comments like from Tyson who puts in those comments, and oh, I'm sorry, Kristen. Kristen is saying next time enable captions to deaf. Okay, Kristen, I'll work on that. I think there's a way we can do it. I got to figure it out, but this system should be able to do it. So apologize. We'll try to get that thing going. But anyway, as I'm trying to scroll through the comments and all of that, if you guys have a question, put a Q and a colon before your question. So as I scroll through, I know when to stop for a real question. And just, what is your favorite color? Well, mine is obviously blue. As you can see, everything is blue. But yeah, so just put a Q before the question, and then we can get started. And might be a short show tonight. I don't know. Maybe everybody's doing something else. But yeah, I kind of wanted to kick this thing off and get started again, and do like a weekly live, whether it's a Q&A or bringing on a guest, just because a lot of you have been asking, and I appreciate that, and a lot of people out there. There's a lot of good information that I do want to share. Um, that's the only one like that. Just wanted to get the ball rolling. No, man, Tyson, thank you. We always got to get that one person, right? Got to get that one person. The other thing, and uh, Facebook is making it very difficult now, and they're starting to stop live videos from their pages. So, just to let you guys know that at some point we're going to be transitioning over to YouTube, and I'll still use Facebook as long as they let me. But because Facebook is basically losing money, allowing a lot of people like myself to go on and post content, and they don't get any ad revenue, they don't get any compensation, unlike YouTube and Instagram and all of these other live platforms that actually get revenues from ads. People purchase ads to when you watch YouTube, you always get that ads coming in the middle. So Facebook is starting to figure it out and say, we're losing a lot of money, and we got to figure out a new way to monetize our stream. So as you can see, they're still letting me do it, but I'm hearing that more and more podcasters are not getting access. So we do broadcast now live to YouTube, And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for joining. So I think at some point we'll go solely to YouTube and of course LinkedIn and Twitter as well. So in anticipation of that, guys, go to YouTube. It's very simple. YouTube.com/Mel Rapozo, and go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell icon button, so you get notified just like you do on Facebook. You get notified whenever we go live on YouTube. Like I said, still will be doing the Facebook as long as they allow us. So I'm hoping that they keep it going for a little while longer. But that's just the nature of the beast. The nature of the beast. So anyway, all right. So besides the briefs and the boxer question, any other questions? I know there's a lot of questions out there, and I did get um, not as many as I expected, but I'm hoping you guys are on, and Popum is coming. The Keep the questions coming so we can be entertained. I was figuring, okay, if we don't get questions, what do we talk about? One of the things that just amazed me and is real sad actually is the shark attack on Oahu Sunday, from that lifeguard, Mr. Perry, who lost his life, had multiple um, shark bites that obviously took his life. And that is bad enough. And then I just saw the news tonight. Another 20-year-old visitor on the Big Island, Waikoloa, got bit by another shark. He's okay, but it's amazing how many just in the recent months, how many shark attacks. And that's one of the things that always baffles me is like, is it because we have more turtles now? Well, why all of a sudden we have these attacks? So just something that I wanted to share, because as I watched the news tonight and I saw Mr. Perry's wife, it's just so sad. And what an amazing community guy, a God fearing guy, unfortunately lost his life doing what he loves, obviously, but still, still sad. And just wanted to get you guys' thoughts on that. So, any other questions? I know I did get a question from Mr. Trujillo on the Facebook post itself, and it was regarding a possible investigation or situation. Kawhi Now ran an article about some council stuff, and I'm not sure if Jimmy's on. I didn't see him pop on, but obviously we cannot comment on any personnel matters that are being looked at by the county. So I'll get that out right now so we don't have to entertain it already. And we try to release the information out from the county council as soon as we possibly can. But that issue is still being reviewed by the county. So until that is released, I obviously cannot comment. So what else? What else, guys? What else? I was at a funeral. Tyson's grandma. Condolences out to the Moises and Mura Ohana, and it was amazing how many people were there and just so many old friends and family members. But Tyson showed me a video of his hole in one and his dad's hole in one, and I don't know how many of you guys have, besides Tyson out there, how many of you guys have hit a hole in one? I used to golf a lot. I don't anymore, but yeah, I never came close to a hole in one. But that was pretty cool to be able to see the video, and and I think Tyson told me that was his second hole in one. Yeah. Hope you get some words. Gotta go 99 for 6 a.m. See, there he goes. 6 a.m. tea time. Where are you? 95-degree weather at 6 a.m. Tyson, aren't you at home? Or are you in Texas or what, man? That's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. All right, guys. You guys know it's election season, right? So you all know I'm running for county council again, and uh, I always tell people we got to run two campaigns, right? One is to actually get elected, and Tyson is in Vegas. Oh, you know that the average amount put into the Megabucks machine. They did a poll. This was a few years ago, but they did a poll. All of the winners that had won the Megabucks jackpot, they figured out the average amount spent was $60. So don't put more than 60, Tyson. But you got to do 60. You got to put 60 in at Megabucks, and don't forget max bet, right? Don't Don't go with the one coin or two coins. You gotta go with the max bet. And best of luck, my friend, and good luck on the course tomorrow. But yeah, so we got to run two campaigns. Number one is obviously to get elected or reelected. The second campaign is to get people to vote. It's just so critical. So many people I talk to that have just they just don't want to vote. They're tired. They whatever. They don't think it's gonna matter, but it does. And on a place like here on Kauai, when 40% or less than 50% of the voters determine who the leaders will be, it's not cool. So, we got to really try to get people out to vote, get them registered and get votes. Sam says, I thought there were five termed out members on council. No, not true. Actually, this year there's no council members that are terming out. All seven members are running for re-election. Next election, council members Cooley and Cowden will term out. But as of this term, no. So seven incumbents will be running. I believe, I can't remember how many total candidates. I think there's 16 or 18 candidates that are running. And as you know, the top 14 move on to the general, and then the top seven gets elected. So I did want to share some information. July 29th is when the service centers open until the primary election day, and July 31st is the final day for voter registration for the primary election. And of course, August 10th is the primary election, and that is where the top 14 for the council race will move on to the general. There is no mayor's race this year. There's a prosecutor's race, and the prosecutor is not there has no opposition, so she'll be automatically go on. I believe after the primary, she'll be done. In the primary, 50% plus one vote. If you don't have an opponent, then you automatically, as long as you get one vote, and I'm assuming she'll vote for herself at least, but she'll get a lot more, and then they get automatically elected. So there will be no general election for her. All the House seats are up. All three House seats are up, and I believe, well, I'm not sure if the Senator Kochi is up as well. I'm not sure. Yes, he is actually. He is. So, but no mayor's race this time. And then in October 22nd is the voter service centers open for the general election. And then final day, October 28th and November 5th is the general election. And remember, guys, now you can, it's all mail-in voting. You can show up and vote at the voter service center, and you can register and vote at the same time on the same day. That's a good change. Hopefully get more people interested in voting. We got to get more people voting. I was voted, but my registration was deemed inactive when I checked. So folks, go check your status. I've been hearing that a lot. So guys, if you folks go check your status, because I think you're the third person that told me this year that when they went and checked their status, it was showing inactive. I'm not sure why that is. I got my postcards in the mail a couple weeks ago, so Patsy and I are active, and we'll be voting. But yeah, so please, guys, double check your status, and you can do that at the Office of Elections website. So yeah, please. Now, there's also on I have a website, and my website is melforcouncil.org, and you can go check this out later. But if you go to the bottom of the page, there's a voter information area here. All of the same dates that I gave you, and then there's this button here: verify your voter registration status. You can put in your name, legal name, first and last name, and fill in this information, your birthday, and you can check your registration, and it'll come right back and tell you if in fact you're registered or not. So you can get that on our website at melforcouncil.org. So go check that out. There's also you can sign up for updates. You can actually volunteer or make a donation. We appreciate if you guys can help us out. So anyway, there we go. We got somebody on YouTube. All right. Kamalani947 waiting patiently for your most profound bit of advice or story. You must have been, I don't know if you came on early, but my story of the day was dropping a tall cup. My village cup. Patsy took it away. She said, "You're not having no water tonight," because I spilt it right on my power strip that controls all of my computer system and sounds and everything. So yeah, I kind of bummed out. That's the story of the day. Um, but I appreciate you joining in on YouTube. I don't. Again, I'm not sure if you were here early on, but we're going to be slowly migrating the show over to YouTube as soon as once Facebook kicks us off, which it may happen sooner than later. So appreciate you guys jumping in on YouTube. We're also on LinkedIn and Twitter as well, and hopefully we can reach as many people as possible. I do plan again to bring on guests that can share profound bits of advice or stories, Kamalani. But feel free to share one. Feel free to share one. She put in a pressure on me. Don't disappoint me, Mel. I'll share this story. We just got back from Washington D.C. last week, and uh, for the event called Hawaii on a Hill. And I know some people in Facebook went off on, that's our county's taxpayers' dollars, sending you guys to DC. Myself, council members Cooley and Cavallo went up to represent Kauai as well as our mayor. And amazing event. And really what it is, it's to connect with our congressional delegation as well as the business leaders, because all of the Kauai businesses, some Oahu business, Big Island and Maui, they'll go off, they'll go up and make connections with their mainland counterparts and hopefully get their products in the shelves up there on the mainland. So it's a good it's a good event, and it was actually a lot of connections made, a lot of networking. Dwayne, why will Facebook kick you off? Again, I shared earlier, the Facebook is finally realizing that all of us guys that stream live on Facebook, they don't get any revenue. It's free, and they don't have any ad revenue like YouTube or Twitter or Instagram. So they already cut us off on any groups. If this is my personal page, this is my personal page. But if my friends of Mel Rapozo Facebook group page, it's a business page. I'm not allowed to. They already stopped that. So we can only right now we can only stream to our personal pages, our personal accounts, and and that's going to end until they figure out a way how they can generate revenue, because they are not monetized. So obviously, um, at some point we're not going to be able to stream at all unless we pay, or they create some kind of ad revenue generating system like YouTube. So that's the only reason, Dwayne. No other reason other than money. And Facebook is not making any money. So yeah, that's just the way it is. I don't know how they're going to do it. I'm not sure if YouTube is such the beast on video podcasting and so forth. So we have always broadcasted live across all the platforms. So it's not going to impact us that much. Just for our people that are on Facebook, you're going to have to get over to my YouTube channel and then just subscribe. Guys, it's free. There it is. Just go there, hit the like button, subscribe button, and the bell. And whenever we go live, you'll be notified. I like Facebook. I do. It's just I have a lot more reach on Facebook, but YouTube, the stream is better quality. Number one, they allow us to broadcast at higher quality feeds, but I think more people are comfortable. The other thing good about YouTube versus Facebook is if you go to my YouTube channel, all of my videos are there, and it's all in chronological order. And I have several playlists. I have the Kauai County Council Roundup, that's its own playlist. I have obviously the Coconut Wireless. All of our Facebook Live with Mel and Charlie is on there. Um, yeah, so YouTube is a much easier platform, I think, especially for the viewers. But it's so much easier with Facebook. It's just so many more people watch. Sam has a question: can the counties get involved with finding hurricane insurers, or only the state if they can? We just had this discussion today. I was at a Chamber of Commerce meeting, and that question did come up. And yes, it's really the state. Um, like they did when after Hurricane Iniki came up with the hurricane fund. I'm hearing so many horror stories now about people just being canceled from their insurance policies and really nowhere to go. So I would suspect that the state will have to at some point jump in. I don't know where the money will come from, but it is a very serious problem for many homeowners right now. And it's really a shame when you have all these insurance companies that take all these monies when they're throughout the years and decades, and then when the disaster comes, they can pick up and split and leave their clients hanging. And that that just doesn't sit well with me, but it is what it is. So I would guess, Sam, that at some point the state's going to have to step in, whether it's with and I can tell you that we are exploring, even at the county level, possibilities of low interest revolving loan funds, or something like that, that would help people with their insurance, because obviously you need insurance. And it's a crisis. The Lahaina fires really created issues for the insurance companies. And but they made a lot of money over these years, and like I said, over the decades. So I don't think they should be allowed to just say, "Oh, sorry, we're not insuring you." And we saw that after Hurricane Iniki. Insurance companies just went belly up, and people were stuck holding the bag. So yeah, I'm not sure what the answer is. I will say that the Lahaina fires have opened up a lot of eyes, not just with insurance, but with everything else, with fire mitigation. I know we are working. I just put in a request today, in fact, to our emergency management office to brief the council in the next couple of weeks or 3 weeks. We obviously want to give them time to prepare, but I want to know, what are we doing differently as it relates to fire mitigation? Because if you drive around this island, you see a lot of open lands that aren't being maintained. And in fact, right here in the house lots where I live, on the corner of Makani and Hale'ilio, there's a pasture, and those grasses are tall. And if God forbid a fire should come down this way, it'll be like Lahaina. And the house lots is kind of like Lahaina. Houses are close together. A lot of older plantation style Hicks homes, single wall, like myself. So we got to be very cognizant of that, and making sure that we're prepared and not wait. If anything, Lahaina, as horrific as that incident was, we should learn from it and be prepared so that it doesn't happen to anyone again. And again, preparation is key. um, Escape routes is critical. And you, hang on, I just looked at my and this is really for let's see, Kristen. I'm looking at my cell phone here, just because I that's how I monitor to make sure this thing is still live. But my Facebook feed has captions, Kristen, and I think it's set up that way in the settings. So you might want to check your Facebook settings. Click something on that screen, and you might be able to get. Mine has captions. I just noticed that right now. So yeah, Kristen, go ahead and check your Facebook feed, and um, hopefully you can get your captions on. I didn't never realize that until right now. Dwayne, like the California fires have done to Northern California homeowners, my dad's insurance canceled him after 30 years and no claims. Unbelievable. Yeah, and then of course the premiums are ridiculously high. I know a lot of the condos here on Kauai. I'm hearing it from them because they're getting their renewal notices, and some of them are two times, some even three times the premium, three times higher. So I don't know how, again, how you get away with that. Especially like doing like your dad, no claims ever, and you're gonna pay four times the amount. And it's just not fair, it's not right. And it's completely out of our council authority. But I mean, it's doesn't mean we cannot advocate for our constituents who are going through those situations. And we just when we are in Washington D.C., we had a policy summit with Senator Hirono, and we got a chance to speak with Senator Schatz, as well as other leaders from the White House. And that was the top discussion, was insurance and fire mitigation, and that we are going to have to lean on the feds and the state to to make it work, because people's just not going to have insurance. And you need it, right? Just so, yeah, Dwayne, I feel you, man, and I'm hoping that we can get to some resolution. Again, this Lahaina thing. It seems like every day that goes by, we're learning something new and finding out that things need to be done. So we are trying to stay on top of it, and the reason I like to bring it on the council floor is because for those that do watch the council meeting, the public gets a chance to understand what's happening, because we don't have, if you notice, we don't have a local media presence here. I mean, there's really nothing. The Garden Island doesn't cover any local politics, local stories, and so the people are kind of left in the dark. Other than we do a Kauai County Council roundup every Thursday. We record it on Thursdays, and they put it up on Channel 54. And it's myself and Councilmember Kuli, the chair and the vice chair, and we recap the prior meeting. At least gives people a glimpse of what we're talking about. And our website, the county website, www.kauai.gov, that if you go to the webcast meetings button, you can watch the meetings at any time. And it's archived there, and it all of our meetings are there. So you can feel free to go and watch it. You gotta, it's like not always exciting, so you gotta kind of fast forward. Um, the way it's set up, though, if you go to the webcast meetings and you pick the meeting day that you want to watch, right below the screen there's the agenda, and it's set up that when you click on the agenda item, it automatically takes you to that segment of the meeting. So it's actually really, really cool. And a lot of people, I know a lot of people do watch because we get the feedback, but a lot of people don't. So yeah, if you want to go check it out, if you're home and bored to death and you want to go watch a council meeting, kauai.gov, webcast meetings, and click on the Kauai County Council button, and all of them show up. And they go back last year, the year before. That thing is archived for a long time, so you get to watch as many meetings as you want, as many meetings as you want. Uh, Also, I'm going to be going around the community, and I decided, I thought about when we are going to do it, and we decided that we're going to go out in October. It's before the general election, and not for the simple reason that getting neighborhood centers on Kauai is very difficult, and really the only time we could get it compressed in a relatively short period of time was in October. So that's when we'll be, and we'll be out in from Hanalei on October 1st, and this is on my website at melforcouncil.org. And if you go to events, you'll see all the locations. So we just want to get out and about, and we did this a few months ago across the island, and was able to get a whole lot of information regarding issues and concerns that the people had. So we're gonna do it again and try to share our vision with the people, and hopefully gain some support. It's critical, I think, now as we go down this road of uncertainty, high cost of living. You know, I think a lot of people are sick and tired of me here talking about my two kids live on the mainland. Wah wah wah. Well, it's because it's important to me, and it's a fact that I gotta accept. And it's hard when your kids aren't here, when they have to live somewhere else because they just can't afford to live here. You know, some lot of our kids have moved by choice. They went to school and they decided to stay up there, and um but for many, like my kids, they would never survive here, without having to work two or three jobs. Could never buy a house, never buy a house here. So it's just sad, and it's the same on Oahu and Maui and the Big Island, and sharing with council members and leaders from across the country, and actually visiting Texas, my daughter, and just looking at the real estate that's available, and it just baffles me that you can be in Dallas Fort Worth, or even in some places near Austin, where you can get a house for 300 or 350,000, a beautiful home, and here it's insane. $1 million, 1.2 million median price. How in the hell is anyone going to be able to do that? Sam says, I'm not government smart, but there is an entity who can strongly suggest how housing developments should be done, like plantation camp style, with a sense of community, via X number of homes around a playground, gardening, and possibly a clubhouse. Yeah, exactly, Sam. And that's what, I wasn't on the council the last term, but the last council did approve plantation zoning, which will allow these uh, tracts of land now to have those dwellings in there, like the old plantation style. Also, as we, not we, but as the developers start to develop our planned communities, all of those amenities are included. So the idea is to try to keep people near their home so they're not driving and clogging up traffic. And if they can walk or bike, even better. Um, so yeah, Sam, that is, and there are many, many organizations that just concentrate on that. Melissa, hi uncle, great to see you on this live. We missed you so much. I missed you guys as well. I keep telling myself, I got to get back live. I got to get back live, and life always gets in the way. Oh man. But once I get on, I'm like, yeah, the villagers, they're back, and yeah. So I will be, we will be coming on once a week. Like I said, we'll be bringing some guests on and just talk story. That's why the name is Coconut Wireless. Um, so yeah, it'll be fun. We are going to Washington for next assignment, and honestly, we've been looking at houses because it's much cheaper there. But we will do our best to make it back. Oh, Melissa, you guys are going to Washington State? Is that where the new assignment is? Oh, one of the original villagers, Melissa Bolton, an amazing person that just cannot help but help people. That's what she does. Yeah. Well, best of luck and best wishes to you and your Ohana heading over to Washington State. Let Jerome Kim know, and he was happy, but guess very busy to pop in. Yeah, I actually did speak to Dr. Jerome Kim, and he is ready to come back and be on the show. So yeah, he's a busy guy too. This guy travels all over the globe, um, and building that organization, that International Vaccine Institute in South Korea. So I know he wants to come back home. He wants to move back home, and hopefully we get to see him home soon. But I will reach out and make the invitation, as well as some of the old favorites. We had all the Dr. Tim Browns and all of these guys that was part of the village that helped us so much going through the rough times. And of course, Uncle Charlie. I'll be going to Oahu with him on Friday. We got to go up to for a retirement party. Believe it or not, um, yeah. So I'll talk to Uncle Charlie and try to get him back here. I'm not sure who this is, but I have a feeling it's probably a what do you call him? Spammer? I don't know. I hope not, but that's just my gut feeling. So we'll see. We will see. Welcome to the show, though. Welcome to the show, all the way from YouTube too. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Again, folks, I just want to keep reminding you guys that we are at some point going to have to migrate over to YouTube from Facebook. Not by my choice, but that's just the way it is. So uh, right after this show tonight, guys, head over to YouTube. Go to youtube.com/Mel Rapozo and click that subscribe button and check it out. You'll see all kinds of. You know what is really fun? Like Melissa, if you go back to my YouTube channel, um, he you you can go back and watch all of our shows. We had over 600 shows during COVID, and it's just funny to go watch them because I think for a lot of us, it was just something that we just didn't really. It was spontaneous, and a lot of those segments that I went back and watched, it's kind of like I forgot about, and it was quite funny to watch it again. Not not the serious parts, but when Charlie, his laugh and all of that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, so yeah, go to YouTube and check it out. Check it out. Let's see. I hope YouTube allows you to caption. Right now, is not available. No, it does. I believe it does. If you go on the lower right of the screen, there's a little CC button that you can click, and they'll you can caption it. I mean, I know because my computer at home, Dwayne, yeah, the Snickers, yeah, Uncle Snickers. Um, so my computer that I watch my YouTube on, some of the videos come in really really soft. So it might, you know what? I think it might not be available for the lives. Um, I think maybe if you watch the replay, Maybe I don't know. Like I said, we stream to YouTube, but I don't really use YouTube other than sending this over. I do upload our Kauai County Council roundups, but it's very simple: upload video and set it and forget it, and that's it. So I'm gonna get better at YouTube as time goes on because I gotta learn. Facebook is so much easier. So I really like Facebook, but like I said, at some point this may not be available. So get prepared and go ahead and subscribe, and and hopefully they let me stay on for a little while longer. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, Auntie Mary, watching while cruising from Kodiak Island to Anchorage. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's my Auntie Mary right there. She's like the cruise ship guru. She's just every time I think of you or see a post, I think about cruise ships, Auntie. I am trying my best to get Patsy to get on a cruise, and she doesn't want to go. She thinks she's gonna get sick, and because she does get seasick. But everybody I talked to said once you get on that big ship, you don't feel it. So maybe when you come back, Auntie Mary, when you come back and you can share with Patsy how amazing that is, and tell her there's a casino on the boat, then she may want to go. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, my brother Gerald went to Europe, and he's actually September. He's gonna go to Alaska. He's gonna go on an Alaska cruise with his wife, and yeah, I just think it would be so much fun. Never been on a cruise ship. Been on many boats, fishing boats, but never on a cruise ship. And but we went on a whale watching tour once with Patsy, and she got sick, and she got really sick. So I don't blame her, and I would never force her to go because she was sick. And in my younger days, I got hungover. Sometimes I maybe had a little bit too many beers, and I got a hangover. But from what I saw Patsy in that boat and that whale watching cruise, I think that was worse than any hangover I ever had. So I feel her pain, and I'm not gonna push her. But we can dream. Maybe one day, put the patches on or Dramamine or whatever the heck now bracelets, and I don't know. Maybe eat garlic and vinegar. I'm not sure what the rep. Oh, what's going on now? Is this? I, this thing is driving me nuts. It just told me that the stream has stopped. So let's see. Did it stop? Yes. Am I live, guys? Am I live? Internet connection, it says. So, okay, now I'm fine. Golly. You know, I don't know what to tell you guys. Okay, good now. Good now. All right. I don't know. It came up with a warning says stream has stopped due to internet connection. Like really? I it's just one of those days, folks. It's just one of those days. It started with me spilling my water on the power strip, which is that has been rectified. That power strip is actually going to go in the trash because I don't trust it. The water went into the pukas, so I'm not. It's just like I said. My wife found another one somewhere, so it is working now, and I'm seeing myself. So it looks like it's working. I don't know. I'm not sure why, but I'm. Let me see. Are we even on? Yes, I think we're on. Yes, yes, live. Okay. Okay, perfect, perfect. Meta is monitoring me. My comments are not showing up. I'm not sure why. Um, yeah, it's not showing up on my computer, but it's showing up on my phone. So only me. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe because I was talking about Facebook. I don't know. But I didn't say anything bad. I didn't say anything bad. So we'll see. We're talking about boats. I think maybe Patsy. I think Patsy may have gone pull the plug when I wasn't watching because we were talking about boats, and she's afraid that you guys might all start bugging her about going on a cruise ship because she could be. She might have disconnected. Um, Jeffrey says, "Tell Mark Z that you would take his land back if he doesn't fix the network." Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. I won't say it, but yes, I'm surprised. Yes, Melissa. Melissa says I don't know why I don't have my comments on here. Oh, here we go. Now we go here. Now it's showing up. This is so cool. Melissa says I'm surprised it wasn't coffee. Well, I think real quick story. About 3 weeks ago, I had my third kidney stone surgery, and I'm not supposed to drink as much coffee. I got to drink more water. And so tonight, the water was the choice. But I did have a lot of coffee today. So yeah, yeah, I tell you, it sucks getting old, man. The wheels coming off, guys. The wheels coming off. So you gotta take care of your health, eat right, exercise, all of the things that I don't do that you guys need to do. All right, do as I say, not as I do. No, we gotta make some changes in our lifestyles because as we get older, it is, and real interestingly that although it was a third kidney stone surgery, it was remnant stones from the first kidney stone surgery, which was done almost 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and it was a large stone that they had to break up, and they thought they got them out. Anyway, I hate to share the details, but that's why I was drinking water tonight, Melissa. That's why I'm drinking water tonight because I don't want to go back for a fourth surgery. But yeah, Melissa was very cool. Offered to take us around while we're on Oahu with the surgery, but we were confined to and from, and that was it. So thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Where's the questions, folks? This is a live Q&A. Where's the questions? Fire one away because we're getting close to the witching hour. Um, I'm kind of bummed out that this thing froze up on me. I'm not sure why, but I gotta go figure it out. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? We have been getting a lot of questions about the council raised property taxes tax rates on the resorts and the hotels and resorts and the vacation rental classes, and it upset a lot of people because nobody wants to pay more taxes, but the whole reason we did that was we needed to generate some revenue that we could earmark for purchasing land that would be used to construct housing for our middle income people. There's a lot of projects in place right now, and that'll be completed within the next year and a half for the low income and the affordable housing. But there's really nothing out there for the middle class. And because the county doesn't own land, we felt we needed to go out and actually raise revenue so we can purchase land. Here we go again. I'm not sure why this thing is doing this, but okay. Am I yeah, I'm not sure what the heck. I'm really frustrated with this thing. I try my best to get the let me see, I'm frozen. I tell you, what's going on? Am I on or not? Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. Meta is monitoring me. Oh gosh.